episode number 35, Why Thinking is So Difficult. How you doing, Vanessa, today?
Excelentemente bien.
Excelentemente bien.
Yes. Espiritualmente.
Spiritually,
mentalmente.
mentally,
Físicamente.
physically,
emocionalmente.
emotionally,
y financieramente.
financially.
Yeah.
Right? Because we're all here to serve each other, right?
Yes.
All right, so welcome, world, to another episode. Today's episode, I want to reflect on the question, why thinking is so difficult? Today, we're tackling an intriguing question. Why thinking is so difficult? We'll explore the challenges of deep thinking, why so many of us avoid it, and how we can overcome these barriers to engage in more meaningful and productive thought processes. Let's dive in. Okay, Vanessa, I want to just hear you out. So on that question, why do you think basically thinking is so difficult? And then I'm gonna basically, since I talk a lot, I'm gonna go into deep, and break it down.
Okay. For me, I'm gonna talk about to me why thinking is so difficult.
You gotta talk a little louder. I don't know if you hear your videos, you talk very low.
Oh,
you got me? Yes, you gotta go back to your videos and look at them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want the world to criticize me, right? For having this strong character, right?
No,
Why you so hard, Carlos? Because I could be hard.
You talk so loud, Carlos.
I have energy. Most people don't have energy. That's why they don't attract money.
Oh, okay.
Right? Everything is energy. Vibration. Why thinking is so hard? Why thinking is so difficult? Tell the world.
Okay, what I'm gonna say about thinking so hard, because
Difficult.
Just
why thinking is so difficult?
The thing is fear. When the people they have fear, they just not thinking. For me, right now I'm not saying I'm not fear for anything, but I have little fear, and I have to recognize that. But
you still have fear?
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna tell you something, world. I don't like being around people that around me. If you have fear, you cannot be around me.
Okay.
I'm saying this right on video, on live.
Yeah.
Straight up. Look, I'm gonna put it in perspective. Let's act like we're playing sports or business. If I partner up with a person that has fear, how about we lose the money? How about we do this? I don't want to work with people like that. I don't want people with fear mode and scarcity or comfort zone around me. You get me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. Why thinking is so difficult? Because people are not on growth mode. You saw the question that my own barber asked me today. Why do I constantly listen to videos, listen to podcasts, listen to basically speakers, motivational speakers, or people that are actually nourishing the mind? He still doesn't know why I still do that. After cutting my hair every single day. He still questions why I'm always nourishing my mind.
Okay, when I say fears, I want to bring fear, because most of the thing I'm limiting myself is fear.
Face everything and rise.
Yeah,
you gotta fail forward.
I know, but the thing is, I recognize that. Even when you not recognize the thing you want to do, it's you're still in fear. Maybe you're not right now, but me, I just work on.
I've never had fear.
Yeah.
Why would I fear anything when I have God? When I'm spiritually connected with God, when I have a relationship with God, when I have a relationship with myself. I cannot control what other people do, but I can control what I do. Yeah. And the only difference between me and animals is my mindset. What separates the best from the rest is mindset. Yeah. So why would I live a life in fear or in comfort? I live a life in growth zone and living my dreams.
But in early, you recognize that in your early age, but now I recognize, when I have 34 years old, I recognize I was in fear. Right now, I feel better. I can do so many things before I can do that.
But why thinking is so difficult? You know why thinking is so difficult? Huh?
Why?
The hardest thing on this earth is thinking. That's why thinking is so difficult. The hardest work an individual will do is think. Why you think John D. Rockefeller wanted a world of workers and not thinkers? Because if a man or a woman could think for themselves, they could make decisions for themselves.
They can be free.
And they'll be free. Because they're mentally free.
Yes,
right?
Sir.
They're spiritually free. They're mentally free. They're physically free. They're emotionally free. then you could become financially free.
Yeah.
Why thinking is so difficult? Thinking, you have to process what you have mentally. If you don't have nothing in your mindset, in your mind, and if you don't have an update of your software, right? Because at the end of the day, what separates the difference between us and animal is our mind, our brain, right?
Yep.
Our mindset, right? But most people do not think. Do you think you think?
I'm going to say right now, I just work on and think.
When you have those 3 jobs,
Yeah.
shout out to Ends Believe, the podcast you did where you and Emily. I didn't even know you had 3 jobs before.
Yeah, I was.
Huh?
Yeah, I was.
You were not thinking. You thought that getting money was basically going to a job, getting another job so I could get extra money. Let me get a 3rd job so I could get an extra more money.
But you not believe me, when I had my 3 jobs, I spent more money and I had to work more. I don't know if it makes sense. Like, I think, like, let me do more and I'm going to have more, but I spend
Let me
more.
ask you a question, since I question everything.
Okay.
When you have those 3 jobs,
Okay.
and you saw your paycheck, right? You saw who's the number 1 partner? Who's everybody's partner when you get paid as an employee?
Governor.
The government.
Yep.
How much taxes were they taking away from you?
See, I do like...
Your first job.
Oh, like every 2 weeks, 500?
How much were you getting paid?
35 for just one. 35.
$35 an hour?
Yeah, $35, but I just pay me like 35, 35,000.
$35,000 a year?
Yeah.
So, okay, $35,000 a year.
Yes, that wasn't salary.
That's the salary, right?
Yeah.
Okay, $35,000 a year divided by 12. You were making $2,916 a month.
Yeah.
But let's say you were getting 30% taxes, right? Government.
Yep.
That means that every $100, the government keeps what? $30. You were paying $875 in taxes, minus 2,900. Well, right? That means you were left with $2,000.
$2,000.
2025
You know
around
how I'm gonna, like, I make more money because I have my company, right? Like for cleaning, and I have 3-4 people to work for me, but I just pay like cash. This is what I make more money, like 7,000, sometimes 10,000. This part. But I went my regular job. No, I didn't make.
So you were making more money with your side hustle, with your cleaning company.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So why thinking is so difficult? Vanessa, I live a life where I question everything. I've never been an employee, right? In my life. And if I would have been an employee and they take taxes away from me, like, I'm questioning that. Like, why are they taking 30% or whatever percentage they're taking away, right? And I'll literally then, remember, you cannot control everything,
Okay.
right? But one thing I can control is the questions I ask.
Okay.
I'd rather have questions that I don't have the answers than answers that I cannot question,
Yes.
right? Most people, they don't question why they're getting those deductions.
I understand because before I didn't think they didn't take like my tax. Like I just say I had to pay.
So my point in this podcast is, if they're taking 30% taxes, why don't you basically question that? And then if you don't have control of that, then you say, how can I basically learn a game, learn the system, or how can I basically not pay taxes? Because if you basically study the super rich people, wealthy people, rich in general, they don't pay taxes. Why do poor people pay taxes and rich people don't pay taxes? I'm gonna tell you why. You will never be free unless you become a business owner. The first step to becoming free, even from taxes, is by you basically becoming a business person. When you get paid as a business person, you pay taxes right at the end, after you deduct everything.
Yep.
Right? So you could deduct everything A through Z. So if you get $100, let's say I'm a business guy. I get $100 from a customer.
Yeah.
But you're an employee. You get $100 from an employer. You got to pay 30%. You get $70 because you got to pay taxes up front. as an employee. As a business owner, you pay taxes at the end. So I get the $100. That $30, guess what I could do?
What are you can do?
I could write it off. I could, put losses. I could write things off as in, gas for the car. Any expense for the business, software, if I don't know English, if you don't know English, you could write off the English, whatever, subscription. Anything that goes through the business, you could write those things off. Did you know that?
Now I know that. Now I know
Why
that.
thinking is so difficult? Simple. You were programmed not to think.
Yep.
Since a little kid, you were trained to what? To not think for yourself.
Go to work.
Your own parents were trained not to think for themselves. So what do you think the parents are going to teach the kids?
Not think.
When the kids want to do something, the parents are here after them, doing it for them. If I want to teach my daughters how to fly, I got to throw them.
Go fly.
Fly.
Yeah.
Let them fall. Right? If they ask me a question, I will not give them the answer. I'll make them reflect on the question and figure out the answers themselves. That's how thinking is done. When you start basically letting your kids question everything, and when they ask you a question, you re-question that question with a question. Do I make sense or do I don't make sense?
Makes sense.
Mommy, why do you gotta go to work? You ask him a question. What question will you ask him?
Say again the question, please.
If one of your kids asks you, Mommy, why you gotta go to work? What will you tell them? Will you give them the answer or will you basically give them a question?
Question.
What will you tell them?
But the thing is, before
What will you tell them?
Like the question what I asked.
If one of your kids asks you, Mommy, why you gotta go to work? What will you ask? What will you tell them?
Okay, see, I tell.
Will you tell them an answer or will you tell them a question?
No.
Or will you answer them with a question?
No, I just answer like the question. But see, they ask me that question, I just say, like before, I had to pay the bill.
You see?
Yeah, this
You
is what
see,
I
you were
asked
trained to pay bills.
Yeah, I
Right?
asked them that. Because, now, for my kid, like for my son.
As a business person, sorry to interrupt you. You could either focus on the expenses or you could focus on the income.
And the income.
Business is profits and losses. I focus on the profit side. I'm not gonna focus on the losses. Straight up. Because the losses, I really cannot control it. Profits, I could control it. By becoming a better earner.
Yeah.
By, hiring better people. Organizing my sales team. Right? Having a strong marketing team to be able to market all my products and services. Make sense?
Yeah.
For me, it's better to play offense in life than playing defense. If it makes sense. Yeah. Once you got the offense under control, then you could hire somebody to take care of that defense.
Okay, but I want to know, Carlos.
Which is your accountant.
Your kids ask the same question you asked me. What the question you answer?
If my daughters ask me, Daddy, why you work so much?
Okay.
That's a perfect question.
Okay.
My princess says, you know why your daddy works so much? Huh? So you girls don't have to basically be part of the system, the rat race, the matrix. So you girls could be a business investor. I want my daughters to be the business. They're the product. They're the service, right? Porque quien no sirve para servir, no sirve para vivir. I want my daughters to understand that if you work hard on a job, you make a living. But if you work hard on yourself, you make a fortune. Meaning, if you work hard on yourself, you're going to make a fortune because you're going to be able to have the ability to think. But if you work hard on a job, you're not going to be thinking. So you're just going to make a living, right? So in my case, I don't work hard on a job. I work hard on myself. So when daddy's not around, daddy's being productive. I'm not even being busy. I'm being productive, nourishing my mind, because what separates the best from the rest is mindset. And if I make sure my mindset is on point, I could question everything. When people tell me what to do, I'm going to question that. Why are you telling me what to do? For me to eat, I don't need you. I don't need that customer. If a customer leaves, a client, whatever the heck it is, I'm not in the customer business, the client business, the patient business. I'm in the transformation business. I'm in the relationship business, right?
Yeah.
It's not about the money here. It's about the relationship. You got me? So people do business with people they like, know, and trust. So if I don't like you, which I love everybody, I don't have to do business with you.
Yeah, but you the system.
You get me?
Yeah.
I have a private company. I don't have a public company. Make sense or no?
Yep.
When you have a public company, you got to watch out what you say or do.
It's
like
true.
Elon Musk. Notice how Elon Musk said about the stock. He don't give a fuck. Oh, Elon, do you know if you put a tweet on X, on Twitter, you know that tweet influences the masses? He's like, yeah, but I don't give a fuck. Meaning, what does he mean by that? If the masses want to make decisions based on his tweet, make it.
Yeah.
If the stock is going to go down based on whatever he says, make it. He's like, he don't care about the money. He's doing things for something above the money. Money is the last thing in his mind. But notice, when they wanted it to play him out for his $55 billion, because he said he was going to take Tesla to his X level, he literally was like, I'm going to fight for my money. Because even the government wanted it to take that money from him.
Wow.
And that company, they did it in Delaware.
And they say they're going to pay him.
Right? And then even the government, the people, they have paid the juez, the judge, and they try to have some corruption to not pay him. So that you could see that
The
corruption is everywhere.
Yep.
If they try to play the richest guy into Elon Musk for his $55 billion, imagine us. Imagine an employee that do not think.
Yeah.
You got me? Obviously, when you don't think for yourself, they'll use mental manipulation,
Yep.
mental pressure,
It's true.
right? Remember, employees, the modern word for slavery.
But they don't
Employees
understand
do
that.
not think for themselves. They think time is money, right?
You get money you can buy.
But what they don't know is that your most valuable resource is being taken away from you, which is your time.
Yeah.
Yesterday, you told me your friend, pull up the message of your friend, that she sent you a message, right?
Okay.
See, she doesn't think. She has a job,
Okay.
right? A job, or just over broke,
Yeah.
right? And she's doing overtime because she needs more money,
Yeah.
right? When you do overtime, you get paid time and a half. You still got to pay taxes on that.
Yeah, but they don't understand that.
You get me? And then she was going to basically go into pleasure,
Yeah.
right? Business first, pleasure second. But that's people's problem. They don't think. You think, I'm going to go have pleasure, have fun, in another word, go entertain myself, go visit family, this, that, when I haven't basically took care of business, when I haven't took care of my finances and my other stuff. See, people don't think. Why thinking is so difficult? Thinking is going to be so difficult when you basically don't take the time to nourish your mind. Your mind is like a garden. You got to nourish it. And you got to protect it. What you pour into your mind is what you become. Be, do, have. Ser, hacer, tener. You cannot do, be, do, have. You cannot become, you cannot do, and you won't have unless you start thinking. Thinking is the hardest work. That's why people never do it.
Yes, sure.
People rather go put water in the refrigerator and do minutiae work. Oh no, do not mistake movements with achievement, guys. Do not mistake you going to a job with you basically getting money. The man or woman that works all day has no time to make money.
It's true. You know, Carlos, I want to say something. Today I spoke to my son, right? He told me, Mommy, I want to work, right? But I, like few weeks ago, I just thought to him, Franklin, why did you not do something different, like, you know, to develop yourself? And he said, Mommy, I want money right now. Like, you know, how he programmed, because I know I was like that too. How he is, it's just like, he just think money is everything.
But you see, but you know why
And I
he,
feel so
but that's the perfect
sad.
thing. Why I make sure I work hard on myself. See, my daughters, they say they want to be a businesswoman.
Yeah.
Why? Because I lead by example.
But let me tell you.
And
he
my
told
daughters
me-
sell cookies in school. They sell things. They do this. They do that. Because they're programmed different. They see the results that me, as her father, have gotten.
Yeah. But he say he businessman. This mommy, I'm businessman because I buy so many things and I sell. But what I think, he just want to go to work, like sell the time, and he want to make money right away. He don't want to like read. He don't want to invest in himself. And this is very sad because when I see him like read and say, "Mommy, I know read is very
Leaders are
important."
readers. The more you learn, the more you earn. The more you learn, the more you earn. Leaders are readers. If you want to operate through unification, forget about implementation because this is burro work. This is jahish work. This is donkey work. This is working hard. This is where 97% of the people in the world are at, right? Working hard. They're not working smart. Unification, I'd rather have earned 1% of 100 people's effort than 100% of my own effort. Meaning, I'd rather buy your time, become a businessman, right? Business owner, and buy your time and other people's time so you guys could do the work for me.
Yeah.
Make sense? This is unification, right? But for that requires leadership skills. That requires you to have a vision, operate through the imagination, an idea, create yourself an opportunity, right? Something of value to the marketplace that could stimulate the economy so you could basically communicate that vision to your employees, to investors, to suppliers, or to the world, to your customer, right? So you could attract the money. But most people are operating through the lowest form of value creation, which is implementation. In implementation, you don't have time to think. You know why? Because all you do is basically go to work and do meaningless. I'm not saying every work is meaningless. I'm not saying that we do need employees. I'm not against having employees. But God didn't send me to the world to talk to the employees. God sent me to the world to tell the person that is an employee, if you're ready to transition to become a business owner and get to unification and get also to communication, sit on, podcast, become the brand, become the business, and also help others accomplish their dreams. That's what God sent me to the world, to help people to transition from the employee mindset, time is money, to the mindset that with money I could buy people's time, to the mindset that with money I could make more money. If you don't find a way how to make money while you sleep, you're going to die working.
Yep.
Right? If today was your last day, will you want to be doing the same thing you're doing?
No.
Have you thought of that? Why thinking is so hard? So difficult. You know why? Because the thinking is going to make you, when you question things, it's going to make you what? The truth is going to set you free, but it's going to make you miserable in the process. You know why? Because once you find out how the government fucks people, either you learn the game, either you learn the system. That's why I say burlado del sistema. You got to learn the rules of the game.
Yeah,
The tax game is a 75,000 something page book. You could literally write off everything. Your haircut. Why you think I get a haircut every day? I need to be siempre fresh, nunca stressed. Hey, the government cannot tell me nothing. I'm in front of the camera.
Yeah, you had to.
Hey, I gotta get a haircut.
Yeah.
Espérate. Oh no, my Gucci shades. Oh no, simple. I want to rock them so I can focus. Because in a distracted world,
Yeah.
I need to
you
be
had
focused.
Good.
Why Gucci? Simple, because that's the one I like.
You like the best.
You got me?
Yeah.
Oh, but Carlos, you did a video yesterday. Why, about the fake rich. Nah, there's certain things that you could buy that they're nice. I have Louis Vuittons that we pay $1,200. Make sense?
Yeah.
Making a long story short, why thinking is so difficult? Thinking is so difficult? Simple. Because what you were basically learning in school, it was basically training you to become an employee, to go work for corporate, right? To get in bad debt. In school, they were not teaching you. Remember, the more you learn, the more you earn. but learning the right stuff, high income skill sets, things that are literally needed. Are you using algebra, geometry, pre-calculus? Answer that. So while you're here going to school, letting the teachers, the syllabus, the government train you on calculus, algebra, geometry. If you're gonna study fucking history, buy yourself the book, fucking history. Hey, can one of you guys bring me that book, fucking history?
What is talking about? Fuck, I don't like to say that word.
But they teaching people shit that you will not need in today's era. How do we get rich? Raise capital. That's why I only got one book in front of me. Raising capital. How do we get rich? You need a fucking idea. Why do I use the word fucking? Because there's books also. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. That's another book, but don't bring it to me. History allows you to learn from those before you. Who knows? In 100 years, people might study your life to avoid making the same mistakes. We're in a mission to build an empire and leave a legacy. You know why?
Why?
Who knows? In 100 years, people might study your life to avoid making the same mistakes. You don't know if in 100 years, people are going to study you, studying me, studying other people to avoid the same mistakes. Right? I used to question why my father works. And then I used to question why my uncle was the boss to my father. His brother was his boss. I used to question that.
You question everything.
Right? Why thinking is so difficult? Since a little kid, I was very curious. I used to see something and I'm here
Let me see.
asking, what is that? What is this? Why do you need that? Why I need that? In school, anybody that went to school with me knew that I never carry books. Because I said, I'm not going to carry a book bag with heavy-ass books, break my fucking back. Fuck that. In school, I never carry books. Fuck, I look like carrying books.
Okay, no book?
Why carry books when I could take an extra book and leave it in the house if I ever need it? Why carry books when I could literally, tell the teacher, I'm not carrying that shit? Why do I need to carry it? I'm not going to break my back. Why do I need to carry stuff? Why does that? I used to question, why are they giving homework? They're supposed to give schoolwork. When I go to school, it's to do the work in school, not at home. Homework? Why work at home? Homework? Did you do your homework?
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to all the teachers I've had. Hey, Ledesma and all the teachers that you guys basically were in school with me, my teachers. I want you guys to basically sit with me so you guys would tell the world how I was in school.
Maybe the same.
I would not do homework in my house. Because after school, I used to go to work.
And how did you do the homework?
I used to do it in the same class. Because I told the teacher, if you want me to do this thing, I'm going to do it. It's going to be called schoolwork.
But you do before you leave or after?
I used to ask the teacher to tell me what's the schoolwork that needed to be done. Because if I don't get it done in here, I'm not going to do it at home.
Oh, wow.
Why would I go from 7 in the morning to 3, 2:30, 3, right? And then go to work and then to do homework. The fuck I look like? When I already knew to get money was not doing that fucking bullshit work. Either I'll do the thing in school or I'm not going to do it at all. Straight up. My standards. Straight up. See, I question everything. Why thinking is so difficult? You know why thinking is so difficult? Because you are in fear mode. You rather not ask your boss, hey, why you paying me this? Is this what I'm worth? How do you determine what I'm worth? How do you determine my paycheck? See, people don't question this. And you don't question, how can I make more money? You don't ask your boss, how can I make more money? Today I was talking to Mars, shout out to Mars. You saw what Mars told me.
Yeah.
That he has a supervisor, female, to what?
To come to the gym.
If he could go to the gym. Bro, you 6'5", 6'6", love you, Mar. Do not ask a woman nor a man if you're allowed to go to the gym. Physical pillars, number one, bro. Health is wealth.
Yep.
These little jobs of you guys, if God forbid you die or you're sick, they'll replace you in a second.
Right away.
Why are you being loyal to a job that they'll replace you in a second? Think, guys. Why are you being loyal and giving your money even to the government? Legally, you could fucking get the tax money that you're paying, you could legally get it by you having a company. Now in that company, you put your phone under the company name, your car under the company name. When you pay the gas, you pay under the company card. You fart, the spray, you buy it from Walmart, you make an order at Walmart, pay under the company. Now that spray, when you fart, right? Now you're using the company fucking everything.
Yep, everything you can pay.
Isn't it that difficult? When you go out, you with your girl to eat. Simple, my girl's an investor in my company. I'm raising capital from my girl.
Yes.
I'm trying to convince my girl, persuade my girl. What question do you have, Vanessa? Because I question everything. I question when I'm here sitting with geniuses, when I'm the idiot with a plan.
It's embarrassing.
See, I study fucking history.
The thing is, what is thinking so difficult? When I say like thinking so difficult, Carlos, I know you always say, Vanessa, you have to think. And I just say, why he say to me, I'm not thinking?
I opened the book on a random page, The Law of Attraction. Keep talking.
And I just, before, I just always say, I'm thinking. But now I reflect and I not.
You don't think. You really don't think. You do Joshua. You're programmed to literally do minutiae stuff. Remember, you're supposed to be doing high income producing activities. A, B, C, D, always be closing deals, right? Business is two things, simple. I'm gonna simplify business, world. Business is sales and marketing. Sales, either you're selling a product or a service, or you're selling an experience, a story, right? Now, that product or service or that experience or that attention, because here we could do ads for people.
Yep.
You could do ads in your podcast.
I will.
Commercial, whatever you want to call it. Or you could give a shout out to your stylist. You don't know if you get 100 views, 80-20 rule. Maybe 20 of those girls will basically
like,
go to the thing, right? Or maybe out of those 20, we do the 80-20 rule for become customer of your stylist. So you're an asset. Your stylist is supposed to be paying you for shouting her out. Not you paying her. You get me? But people do not think, right? You know why? Because you haven't been reinventing yourself. Look, we opened this book, fucking history. Look what this book says. Next, what else you want to say? That what the next person says.
He can
Okay, I'm gonna read this while the next person says. Shit happens. Reinventing yourself. Shit happens. Relationships end. Jobs are lost. And well, life doesn't always go the way you plan. Maybe you were super cute kid. Man, I don't even know how to read today. Maybe you were a super cute kid growing up and thought for sure you were destined for a career in modeling. But the blooming teenage years were harsh. Let's just say you emerge looking more like a caterpillar and less like a butterfly. That's life. Sometimes things happen that force you to look at your alternatives in order to continue moving forward. And that is fucking great. It's a fucking opportunity to reinvent yourself and become even cooler than you were before. This is crazy how I opened this book and this thing. Going back to the example of the formerly cute kid turned high school hunchback, if life deals you a caterpillar face, use those bug eyes to your advantage. You could easily become an actor, one who makes tons of money playing a creepy stalker, a praying mantis, or a serial killer. My point is, with an open mind is never the end. Take, for example, King Eric of Denmark, also known as Eric of Pomerania, or Eric A.V. Pomeran. Yeah, lots of alternative spelling here. You see, Eric was the king of Denmark from 1389 to 1442, the king of Sweden from 1396 to 1439, and also the king of Norway from 1396 to 1439. Quite the curriculum vitae. Unfortunately, despite his being a charming and charismatic leader, a series of public revelations began during the 1430s. So in the 1439, Eric simply said, "Fuck you, dorks, I'm out." That's crazy. Eric simply said, "Fuck you, dorks, I'm out." Fed up with the rebellions, he went on strike and moved into his secluded castle, Bisborg, on the island of Gotland, kind of like Elsa's ice palace. When it became clear he was in no hurry to come back, the nobles of the countries he left behind called his bluff and disposed him as their king. Not exactly the idea Eric had in mind, but he wasn't the kind of guy who easily gave up. So he took advantage of his leadership experience to reinvent himself as the perfect pirate. And for the next 10 years, he kidnapped ships, held ports for ransom, and did all sorts of piratey things in order to maintain his lavish lifestyle. And once again said, "Fuck you," to his formerly countrymen. Talk about taking control of your life. Bravo, Eric, bravo, Eric fucking Vo. That's crazy. I want you to remember this story the next time life gets shitty or something doesn't go as planned. Use it as an opportunity to become something better. And despite what your teachers told you when you were growing up, you can become a fucking pirate. Reinventing yourself. Fucking history. This is crazy. To me, this is God using us. Because this is not a coincidence that I opened this book, Fucking History. You guys can read it. 111 lessons you should have learned in school. Page 36, reinventing yourself. This fucking guy was literally what? A king. Right? And he told everybody in different nations, "Go fuck yourself." And kept reinventing himself. And he kept living his lavish lifestyle. That's supposed to tell you something. Why thinking is so difficult? You know why thinking is so difficult? Because normally people, they care about their reputation. Because they haven't built their character. A person that builds their character, they easily could tell you, "Fuck you." You saw the video of Grant Cardone, what he put yesterday. He sent people to go fuck themselves. Right? If you're going to do business with me and you're taking it personal, let me put this video again.
Say whatever I want to say. As many times as I want to say it. Lose as many people. Offend as many people.
Right.
And then I'm going to put my attention on the rest of them.
And that doesn't affect your business?
I don't care if it does. Like, I hope it does affect my business.
He hopes.
Because some of
You
your
guys don't
investors.
want to do business with me because I'm voting for Donald Trump? Yourself.
Fuck yourself.
Okay, keep your money. Don't do any business with us. Like, if that's all it takes to upset you, I don't want to do business with you. So I can't have my opinion on that in a country that's free, a company that I own.
Because a lot of people try to please everyone, and
And then you become nothing, dude. This reminds me of high school. The most
Right.
miserable time of my life was trying to be popular. The most miserable 3 or 4 years of my life was when I was trying to be the popular guy.
same. I
And
wasted
get
so
along-
much.
huh?
I wasted so much time. I tried to do that too.
I know none of those people today.
Yeah, same.
I mean, I remember some of them, but Jay and
Keep a little
Billy,
notebook.
Pete, Mike used to beat me up, but I know this. All those guys know me. Every one of them knows me. I'm going to say whatever. I'm going to.
Notice how people remember the bullies. People normally remember something negative more than something positive because it's a trauma. That's why he said, fulano de tal, they used to beat him up. And you saw that Grant Cardone try to be popular in high school. I was popular in high school. But I was popular not because I wanted it to be popular. You know why I was popular? Because I didn't give a fuck. I was that guy that didn't give a fuck. In high school, I already had a business. My first business was when I was 14. I already had a shitload of money. I had fuck you money.
What's fuck you money?
Fuck you money means that I could drop out of school right now and I knew I'm Gucci because I knew how to hunt. Normally, you go to school to get a skill set.
Yeah.
In school, I knew those skill sets were obsolete for the real world because I was already experiencing the real life world from a little kid. I was born and raised in a business. I already knew the real world. I already had life skills, people skills. You got me sales skills, marketing skills, problem solving skills, money skills. I knew time was not money. In high school, different colleges are already going to the high school when people are going to graduate.
Yeah.
So they can recruit you because they're fighting for your business. I scammed the system. Still confused about money. Yeah, motherfuckers. The right university. They fucking put me to talk in front of the mic in Passaic High School.
Like valedictorian or what?
Bro, they had a contest.
Yeah.
First of all, these were the requirements. You needed to be in work study. Work study, right? To make a long story short, the right university, right? They had una beca, scholarship.
Yeah.
Bro, they used to give money back then, bro. Bro, they put me to talk in front of a bunch of Indians. Shout out to my Indian family. They all get A+, but I'm a better talker. They put me to talk in front of a mic, bro, to tell my story. Yo, bro, I lighted that fucking auditorium up. I took that microphone. I literally was like, I'm gonna fucking own this shit. Bro, they gave me $50,000, bro.
What do you do with that money they gave
I
you?
invested that money.
Invested in what?
First of all, I was investing already into myself. Second of all, I already had businesses already in high school.
Yeah.
If it makes sense. I kept reinvesting the money. If it makes sense. Investing means putting the money to work. Money's meant to be put it to work. So good thing you brought that up. I'm going to say something very powerful about money right now. Right? I'm going to say a few things. Right?
Okay.
Life of a financial free person. Diverse income streams beyond a paycheck, multiple sources of fueling wealth. Never depend on one source of income. Make investment to create a second source. See, people don't think. Why are you fucking depending on one source of income when your motherfucking boss could fire you? Why would you put your money depend on one person, motherfuckers? Bitch. Son of a bitch. Why you cursing? Fuck you. You fucking jahish, dumb fuck. This is tough love here. Time freedom. Beyond the 9-to-5 grind, owning their hours. Life of a financial free person. Bad debt, free living. Financial shackles released, enjoying true freedom. There's good debt, there's bad debt. In school, you know what they teach you? Bad debt.
Why do you say bad debt?
What's the first debt that they put you through? Student loans. I fucking me burlé del sistema. I scammed their same system, bro. They thought I was gonna use that money to pay for school. I'm not using that shit to pay for school. When I went to Dubai, bro, you know why I chose that college?
Why did you?
It was in Paramus, bro.
Okay.
Because I said, if I'm gonna let somebody teach me business, because I really genuinely wanted it to learn business to the next level.
Okay.
Because I already knew business as in taking action. I already knew how to get the results, but I wanted it to know the psychology behind the results.
Okay.
Make sense? Bro, I picked the right university. You could Google that school. Scam, bro. They're out of business, bro. Bro, they said that their professors, because they don't call them teachers in college. Professors, see a higher terminology. Bro, they said that the professors were business people, bro, that own physical business, right? That they're hands-on in their business, and they do that as a passion, willing to share the blessings with others, bro. Bro, a bunch of Indians, bro. Buddy, no disrespect to Indian people. Buddy, this is buddy. Bro, they were not teaching business at all, bro. Bro, Bro, the first semester, bro, they were trying to give me calculus and a bunch of fucking curriculum. I'm like, I'm not taking that shit.
Meaningless stuff.
They're like, you need to take these. These are part of the graduation. I'm not taking that shit. Bro, they had no females. I dropped out of that shit.
No
I'm like, fuck this school. Y'all gave me the money. Why would you give money to a person? The money was supposed to basically to be paid, you know, the semester and all that.
Yeah.
Because I won the scholarship, bro. They were giving money, bro. Bro, they give me a fucking check. I'm saying this shit on video. Yo, there's mad grants and free money out there. But you guys do not know how to raise money. Why thinking is so difficult? Because thinking is the what?
Hardest job there is. That's why so few people do it.
If you work hard on yourself, you make a what?
Fortune.
If you work hard on a job,
Make a living.
so common sense. The problem is people are working hard on a job. The solution is work hard on yourself. Take a blank sheet piece of paper and write the solution. If I work hard on myself, I'll make a fortune. Break that down. Write on another paper the problem. If I work hard on a job, I'll make a living. Now scramble that paper. Now write down, if I work hard on myself, I'm gonna make a fortune. Write it 100 times till you program your subconscious mind and say it out loud. Where there's a will, there's a way. Whatever the mind of a man can conceive and believe it can achieve. But most people, they're operating through the lowest
Implementation.
form of value creation, implementation. If you got to do the work, who makes more money? The construction worker or the person that imagined the property?
The person that thought of it, the one with the idea.
So, common sense.
Now a question for you, Carlos. In The Strangest Secret, it says...
Raising capital, that's how you fucking get money. In school, for school, those people that graduate in school, high school, just raise capital. All these companies, they're tax write-off. Let's say, for example, McDonald's has grants, scholarships. All the big companies, Apple, if you Google thing, they have these things, incentives, these scholarships for students.
Okay.
Free money. Because the thing is, these big companies, they rather give it to people than give it to the government. Because you still got to give it.
It's a tax
So
write-off.
it's like charity. So there's no such thing as charity. When you see a rich motherfucker give money, they're not giving money, bro.
What are they doing?
Bro, question that. They're not giving money, bro.
Tax write-off.
Simple. Let's say your company made in cash flow $100 million move.
Yeah.
Let's say you got to pay $30 million out of those. What will you do? Will you pay the $30 million to the government?
Rather give it away. Giving is living.
Okay.
Put it
The
to good
secret to
use.
living
Is
is
giving.
giving. So those $30 million, you know what you could do? You have different things that you could do.
Of course.
This is how I'll divide those $30 million. First of all, the cost to get a private plane, I already did the whole thing. We're going to invest $10 million per year,
Okay.
right?
Per year.
Per year, right? Per year.
Not bad.
Not bad. That's light money. You got me?
Uh-huh.
So that right there is $30 million. We'll buy a private plane. For what?
For the business.
For the business.
Corporation.
Right? We have
Organization.
pleasure. Business first, pleasure second. At the end of the day, I'm taking a flight to fucking Cabo, Mexico for a retreat, a mastermind, an event. You got me? I'm taking my team. You got me? All the fuel from the plane, everything is tax write-off. So the $30 million, that's right there, $10 million for write-off. You got me?
Yeah.
Then the other $20 million, cars, places to live, different places. Oh, I gotta live in different places. The hotels, everything, everything, bro. Write off, bro. You write everything off. Oh no, let me be generous. Let me give, to charity. Let me give to church. Let me give to whatever foundation of your choice. Next thing you do, you fucking paying. Trump paid $700 something. That was if you're rich and you pay $1 tax, your accountant is bad.
Why you say that?
Because you could write off everything. You could claim losses, bro. Facebook, Instagram, Amazon. Study these big companies. These big companies, Uber. You don't think Uber is profitable?
Of course.
Study them, bro. Hey Siri, how long I'm gonna do a research right now, just to prove a point.
The Strangest Secret. I was gonna ask you that question, but after that, why?
Give me a second.
No, I'm just talk though.
Okay.
As you do that. But the question, so I can remind myself, because if you don't speak it, like that video you sent today, how to memorize, how to reprogram your subconscious mind. You were talking to Vanessa about that what our parents know or whoever raises you is what we're gonna be taught. So that's why we have to reprogram our subconscious mind, educate ourselves. I'm blessed to be here with him, but also if you're watching this video, it's for a reason. Just put it to use.
How do high-lows companies like Uber, WeWork, etc., even even get funding? Even get funding in the first place. I will primarily use Uber as the example since they have a IPO.
What's
when,
that?
When they take it public.
Okay.
If it makes sense for the stock. So I get that. There is a vision you're supposed to pitch in order to raise funds, etc. However, how the heck does a company like Uber, which fundamentally seems to only be able to grow with investor subsidies, see slowing revenue growth in their rideshare model as ride costs go up, convince tons of investors to give them billions of dollars to burn right through? Have investors lost the plot and now think that losses are the new profits? We can look at other companies such as DoorDash, WeWork, and more as such examples. Most importantly, how does a founder from any of these companies even scale to the degree that they can receive these millions/billions in funding without being rich to begin with or going into severe debt? For example, if I open a delivery service today, I will have to offer massive discounts to customers in order to get them to use my platform and then scale. Consumers now seem to be in a golden age of getting VC, venture capital, subsidized products, and it's almost a minimum expectations for many of these supposed unicorns to offer impossibly low prices to disrupt the competition, aka the heavy losses, and somehow get to a monopoly status. This seems delusional, and it seems reflected in Uber stock's prices. Read more. On top of this, Uber is now diversifying into the entire industries where they have zero expertise/industry knowledge. They're diversifying, bro.
Yeah.
Where they have zero expertise/industry knowledge. People perish because of lack of vision. People perish because of lack of knowledge. A common argument I also hear is, well, Uber's goal is to replace drivers with anonymous cars. I have seen Uber Series A pitch deck. Nowhere in it does it mention anonymous cars because it wasn't even a thing back then when they were raising funding. Moreover, level 4 technology is still 10 years away at best, and not to mention the roadway and regulations also have to adapt to it. How are founders raising millions of How are founders, like people like us, raising millions for companies that are only holding on to their market share through artificial subsidies and then somehow convincing investors that diversifying into other products at the same time, Uber Freight, Uber Elevate, etc., it's okay somehow when they can't even get their core business model straight? Motherfuckers, you guys do not question, and I literally did a Google search. This is on Reddit. You get me? Why thinking is so difficult? These founders are making billions, bro. Fuck millions. There's no secret. I simply show my plan. Jeff Bezos. Literally, the company, he valued it at $5 million. Piece of paper, bro. He needed $1 million. What's $1 million from $5 million? 20%.
Yeah.
Bro, he literally got more than $1 million. You saw, he
Yeah.
raised it from 22 people.
He got extra.
He got extra money, bro. Bro. No wonder you go and do a Google search, Jeff Bezos. Him having all that money, he was driving a Honda, bro. Duh. You gotta fake it at first. After stealing, with all due respect, legally stealing so much money, you gotta act like you're broke. Because imagine he would have bought a Bugatti. bought a bunch of lavish stuff with that money.
Lo matan, uno de esos
People
locos.
gonna be like, where are you putting the money? That money's supposed to be for what?
For the
For the
company.
business. But he actually did something positive.
Of course.
Because at the end of the day, I love Amazon.
Look where he's at right now.
You get me? So he is worth all that money. You get me?
1000%.
But you think he did it by himself? If he wants to go fast, he could have went alone. But he went, far because he went together with a team. He literally went out there and organized with a coach, mentor, head of advisors, because that's the good thing when you're basically at that level. You get the best of the best.
How so?
Bro, I always say, if you're going to do something, do it big or don't do it at all. It is easier to do a big project than to do a small project, bro.
Why you say that?
Because when you do a big project, you have the bank, they're risking their own money there. So they're going to make sure they put you in, succeeding in business is all about making connections,
Yeah.
right? They're going to make sure that you don't fall. You get me or no?
Just like they're relying on you.
What's easier, to borrow $1 million or to work for $1 million?
What's easier? To borrow the $1 million.
So, today's episode, why thinking so difficult? Just that question supposed to make you reflect. What is easier, to borrow $1 million or to work for $1 million? I've never understood a person that literally tells me that it's easier to go work for $1 million. Simple. For you to get $1 million, it's gonna be difficult for the average Joe Smoke. If a person is making, let's say even $100,000
a year.
a year, 30% is in taxes. You're left with 70. To get to $1 million, you gotta do 30 times 10. That's 300 grand. So by the time you make $1 million in 10 years, you literally got 700,000. But that 700,000, you pay rent, you pay this bill, you pay that bill, car, this, boom, boom, boom. Bro, by the time you fucking 10 years, if you got $70,000 in your account out of the 700,000, is a lot, bro. That's if you save how much per year? 7,000, bro. If you save $7,000 every year, see why you got to be good at math? I'm just doing basic numbers. 7,000 year one, 7,000 year two, 14, 21.
28, 35, then 42.
You got
Keep
me?
going up.
70, bro. In 10 years, it's going to take you 10 years to save 70,000. Hold up, who got $70,000 that could let me borrow?
And then
You see how fast?
it's good also having a coach or a mentor, somebody physical, because if I learn something free, like I always say, we all have the answers to our own questions. We just got to simplify it.
What does a coach do? Always read this. Get the thing, please. Read what a coach do.
Always read it.
Yes.
One who inspires dreams.
Why they need a coach? Watch the video. Why you need a coach?
You have to watch that one. One who inspires dreams and motivates you to achieve them. A person who builds your character and potential through belief and encouragement. And someone who touches your life forever.
I still haven't finished reading this, which this is
Okay.
impactful. You got me? Because we got to replay this video. All right. I left off where it said a monopoly status. This seems delusional and it seems reflected in Uber stock prices. Okay, on top of this, Uber is now diversifying into entire industries where they have zero expertise / industry knowledge. A common argument I also hear is, well, Uber's goal is to replace drivers with autonomous car. I have seen Uber Series A pitch deck. Nowhere it does mention autonomous. Oh, no, I think I read this. All this. How are founders raising millions for companies that are only holding on to their market share through artificial subsidies and then somehow convincing investors that diversifying into other products are the same time Uber Freight, Uber Elevate, etc. is somehow okay, and when they can't even get their core business model straight? That's powerful. Hold up. It's somehow okay when they can't even get their core business model straight, bro. This shit just hit me.
Why?
Bro, because we're gonna have to take companies public. Because now I'm digesting where the scam is at. The scam starts from the top. Think about it. What does Warren Buffett says? Never depend on one source of income. Make investment to create a second source, third, fourth, fifth. The stock market crashed.
Yeah.
Over $5 trillion in literally like in a period of a week. Bro, Warren Buffett sold all his shit of Bank of America. He was like the 80% owner of shareholder of Bank of America. He sold it, bro, 2 days before, bro. Insiders, bro. Bro, inside jobs, bro. He's not locked up. And notice how they normally say Warren Buffett lives in a modest home. That's bullshit. I'll promise you he's not living in a modest home, bro. That he's living in his Oklahoma house. I forgot the town.
Yeah.
Oh,
I never heard of it.
Berkshire Hathaway, whatever the company.
But you don't think he's living like, you know...
Bro, of course not. He's a billionaire. Especially at his age right now, 93, 90-something. When
90s?
Charlie Munger passed away at 99. He said on a video that a kid asked him,
Yeah.
if he would have had Charlie Munger one day, what would he be doing? He said that with Charlie Munger, he should play golf
Yeah.
all day. You see how we play basketball?
Yeah.
These billionaires, all they doing is fucking jerking off. Bro, jerking off, bro. Fucking bitches. Straight up, bro. These old heads, bro. Watch Freedom Sound. Why you think a lot of these guys with a lot of money?
Yeah.
Bro, a lot of these people, they're perverts, bro. Let me shut up, because I'm here probably talking too much. You hear me? Carlos, you shouldn't be talking everything that's coming out of your mouth. Bro, watch the movie Sound Freedom.
Sound Freedom.
Yes. See, a lot of people, that's why we got to study history and study a lot of these shits. Why some people go to jail, why some people don't. Why is Diddy not in jail?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
So why when somebody does something so simple as the guy that plays basketball with us, simple compared to what Diddy did. Diddy's not in jail. The other guy's in jail.
Why do you? What's the difference you see?
Diddy got money. The other one doesn't.
Funny.
You see?
Yeah.
Diddy knows things that the people at the bottom don't know. Leverage. You got me? Diddy sold a $500 million supposedly master some shit. You know, with a lot of the elites, Drake and a lot of these guys in his parties. You know what I mean? That he had content, videos of some of these elites doing their fuckery shit.
The power of leverage.
Power of leverage. So he like, hold up. If I'm gonna go down, y'all niggas will go down too. So y'all better slow it down before we all go down. Hov, you know, Jay-Z. Bro, that clan at the end of the day, all these guys are fucking pervs, bro. Think about it. Kevin Hart got caught cheating on his wife. You saw this, if it makes sense. These guys are regular guys like me and you. Their dick ain't going.
The only difference, we invest in ourselves.
I'm not saying they don't invest on themselves, because they got elite in their level too.
Yeah.
You got me?
No, for sure. They
But
master
understand
what they're good at.
what they're good at. But making a long story short, ask yourself, if a new airline started tomorrow, had heavy losses from day one, and instead of attempting to fix fundamental operational and business model problems, they diversify into drone food delivery and trucking, while also expecting investors to throw millions into their fundamentally flawed airline, would they get the same level of funding? What about if they promised that if they only received enough funding, they could take out all the smaller players like JetBlue, Frontier, and Spirit? You think anyone would be crazy enough to invest?
Of course.
The numbers don't lie. There's a reason why 10,000 plus customers rate Monday.com. Oh, whatever, that's a thing. But making a long story short, bro, we got to question everything. Literally, I thank God for this episode, because this shit really made me question more stuff right now in business. We doing it too small, bro.
How so?
Bro, we doing it too small. Hey, world, we got to go public. I'm serious. We're doing it too small, bro. Even myself.
That's why Elon Musk, that's all these companies that are big, they went public for a reason.
They went public for a reason.
Leverage.
Leverage.
I got a question.
Because at the end of the day, when people go public, who are the people investing in stocks?
People.
People, regular employees that they don't even know how it works. They don't even know how these companies get manipulated because they don't go depth into deep.
Level 1 investors. And there's
You got me?
A lot. So I had a question. How come, have you ever took one of your companies public?
Never.
Why? Have you ever asked yourself that? And what's the reason? If you don't mind me asking.
What I don't know is keeping me poor.
But like you said.
What I
thank
don't know
God.
is keeping me poor.
Same with me.
I bet you anything, if I would have had a coach right now that has basically taken companies public, or I would have bought a few books, how to take the company public. You get me? Now you understand why, if there's one thing I know nothing, right? Today's episode number 35, why thinking is so difficult. We don't question things. If you study all these companies, they'd still be claiming losses. If I go right now and also put Amazon, you think Amazon is losing money? They're not losing money, bro. Amazon revenue.
I can't say I don't know. If I had to choose, I would say no, to be honest.
Amazon loses money? Let's see.
No.
We're famously unprofitable. A 36-year-old Jeff Bezos, this is old. But look how Jeff Bezos used to look before. And now you see, he's invested so much into himself that the way he walks, his muscle, everything. You got me? But to make a long story short, if you study on June 8th, 2000, on June 9th, despite the company's early and drastic success, Amazon still felt a major shock from the dot-com crash in the early 2000s. Yo, in another word, these companies are supposedly still losing money. It's bullshit, yo. But people do not question everything.
I mean, do you think it's hard to believe? Like, if you actually, like, if you had all the facts in front of you and the pit numbers show.
Remember, people are afraid to question things.
Yeah.
So that's always gonna be like that. People don't question, especially people at the bottom. Remember, the masses there's more masses than elites. That's why they'll let a few elites get away with stuff. Because they know inside secrets. When you know an inside secret to something,
you're a threat. They got to take care of you, because if not, you could do harm.
Make sense? Or no? They got to take care of you. So at the end of the day, why thinking is so difficult? Thinking is so difficult. You know why? The greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance. It is the illusion of knowledge. That's a deeper one. Because knowledge is the most expensive thing in this world. What you don't know is keeping you poor. But the greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance. So knowledge, ignorance, they're not enemies. It's the illusion of knowledge. It's the illusion. If it makes sense.
But isn't that thinking that you know it all, though, in a way? Because the illusion of knowledge is like...
Why do you think Warren Buffett has a quote? An idiot with a plan can beat a genius with no plan. What are most people? Workers or what? Talk to any employee.
I know. I try to eliminate those words from my vocabulary.
Most people.
They know everything.
They know everything. That's why when they know everything, I'm going to recommend you a book. Oh, hold up. I didn't read this. Is your money... Let me explain something about money.
Okay.
Let me explain. Poor people believe the purpose of money is to pay bills. Once again, poor people believe the purpose of money is to pay bills. Middle class people think the purpose of money is to get credit to buy things they don't need, won't use, and can't afford. They use debt to keep up with the Joneses. Rich people, on the other hand, believe the purpose of money is for one thing and one thing only, to create more money. Once again, rich people, on the other hand, believe the purpose of money is for one thing and one thing only, to create more money. What does that tell you?
Rule number 1.
Here's the point. The real purpose of money is to reproduce. When you understand and apply this one principle, is a wrap. The real purpose of money is to reproduce. Money, make money. If you want to become an investor, like myself, like Jayandi, contact Jayandi, contact one of us, right? We could help you become an investor. If you don't know how the cash flow quadrant works, read the book, The Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. Employee, that's where 97% of you guys are at. Then there's self-employed. Then there's business owner, right? And then there's investors. I have the master key to bring you straight to the top, baby. Straight to investor. Straight to, with money, you can make money. No, you don't need money. Who said you need to work, to save, to invest? Let me tell you the secret. Shh, don't tell no one. Do you know that you can borrow money to invest? Good. You can borrow it from friends and family. Fuck friends and family. Strangers make you rich. Strangers could also invest. I'm a stranger. I don't need to be your blood brother to invest into your ideas. Right? Fuck your people like me. Do you know that the government wants people to get in debt? But bad debt. But if you're smart, instead of getting bad debt, why you think when you buy your first home with the FHA, they don't tell you that you could buy it with the FHA. They want you to go the conventional way, right? But with the FHA loan, it's a 3.5% down payment. But guess what's the requirement? You got to live in the house for X time, for a year minimum. Why you think they do that to people?
Why? I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
Because they don't want you to use that as an investment property. Because investment property, you make money. But if you could outsmart the system. Simple. Live in the basement. As the owner of the house, you can live in the basement. You can live in the attic. Rent the first floor, second floor.
I'm the owner.
You're the owner. Right? But try to rent the basement or the attic. It's illegal.
Really?
Yeah.
You learn something new every day.
It's illegal.
That's crazy.
It's illegal. Unless you're the owner of the house or the, you got me, the landlord.
You can't live.
You can't rent it.
That's why it's important.
But you see, I always knew that.
I didn't. Now I do.
But you see, I always knew that. I remember my family, 106 Sherman. That's where I was raised since a little kid.
Okay.
We used to live in the second floor. But my grandmother, my family, they used to rent the first floor because the house is big, bro.
Okay.
To my other side of the family, from my mother's side, another family member of mine, they used to pay the rent. Bro, and the rent money that they used to pay the mortgage with that money. So we used to live for free in the second floor. But that's what my family used to do also. My father, he used to live in the basement, right? My aunt, my grandmother's sister used to live in the basement because the basement was done.
Okay.
And my uncle, my father's brother, one of my father's brother, not Freddie, not the one with the furniture. He used to live in the basement too. And then there was another room that they used to rent in the basement, bro. So there was 4 different people.
It was that big?
Bro, that's how big 106 Sherman. I'll show you the house, bro. In Passaic.
Yeah.
That's how big the house is.
That's
bro.
crazy. 4
yeah.
rooms in a
And then the attic, Google it. Bro, then the attic used to be rented, bro. Too. Bro, and then I used to live in the second floor.
Yeah, that's a big
in
house.
the second floor, it was mi tia Ingrid. Shout out to my tia Ingrid. She had her own room with Adeline. That's when Adeline was born.
Yeah.
Shout out to my cousin Adeline. Adeline be traveling, bro. Adeline, I'm not gonna tell you no more. Yo, Adeline, she be traveling the world as an employee, bro.
As an employee.
Yeah. But making a long story short, then my cousins, my female cousins, they had a room. Then I had a room with my uncle Eladio, that he lives in Texas, my youngest uncle. I used to sleep with my uncle because I used to sleep with either with my father or my uncle.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Or with my grandmother. And then my grandmother too. My grandmother had the master bedroom, right? And then my uncle, Freddie, had a room also, bro. with his wife. That's how big that fucking house is.
Nah, it looks,
bro,
it looks
big, bro.
It looks big.
Bro, the whole house, bro. We had the whole backyard, bro. We knew everybody there, like the neighbors, everybody.
Yeah.
Big as hell. Making a long story short, what you don't know is keeping you poor. But just using that as a scenario, when they used to go do the inspection, the city.
Yeah, right.
Right?
And there's some counties that that you can't live in the basement. That county is you could or you can't.
Bro, at that time, you couldn't rent it. Understand you?
Yeah.
And then my family used to sell the house within each other. Like that house passed through. It was first my grandmother, then her sister, then my uncle, then my other uncle. You get me? Because as it gets praised up, they refinance, get the money out, boom, buy another house. So they used to help each other to buy each other a house. Bro, eso es que en la unión está la fuerza, bro. That's how my family started. My grandmother literally, the head of, bro, she literally took the risk. Yo, bro, my grandmother, shout out to my grandmother, bro. Thanks to God and thanks to my grandmother, first of all, I'm in the United States.
Correct.
Right? And thanks to my grandmother, bro, there gotta be over 300 people just through her lineage, bro. And she impacted so much of my overall family that even from my mother's side, they're here because of my grandmother, bro. She literally went to, I don't know if it was Venezuela illegal.
Yeah.
Then she back in the day, bro. Right?
She went through struggles.
Bro, she went through struggle, bro. Then married, got her papers. Bro, she did everything, bro. And bro, she only married like literally was with my grandfather, bro. And I believe it, bro. She moves por el libro, bro.
That time's
never heard her
different back then.
curse. Bro, the only thing with her, she used to please me too much. I'm like, I don't want that. So that's why I'm like that. But I thank my grandmother, bro. I love my grandmother. You got me?
As you should.
Yo, you got me? But you got to question everything. Pero just bringing that scenario, that story, en la unión está la fuerza. You buy your first home, live in the basement. Add it. Rent first floor, second floor. But people are not willing to do that sacrifice. You know why? No se llevan bien. Most people, they don't get along within their own family. If it makes sense. Most people, their own family be fighting.
Everything starts with you. You can't change
Why
everybody.
thinking
You
is so
gotta
difficult?
Change yourself.
You know why thinking is so difficult?
Why?
Because thinking is your operating system, is your mindset. And in order to be able to think better, clarity is power. You want to have power, you need to be clear with what you want, right? What you got to do and what you got to become. Be, do, have. Ser, hacer, tener. Con esta me despido. Subscribe to the channel, share the video. Hope I'm bringing some type of value. Hope we're bringing some type of value to the world. And study fucking history.